Hi, welcome back to News Insights. I am your host, Victory Amma, and I have Engineer Kingsley with me here. Thank you for coming. And Honorable Eli, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Today we'll be talking about Fubara again. Now he has vowed to stop unreasonable violence in Rivers politics. Honorable Eli, can you shed more light on this? Because according to them, he set up a commission to look into who destroyed the local government secretariats. It's the local government secretariat. And when during the report, he said he was going to deal with every single person. Like when they came back with their report, he was going to deal with every single person that was involved in this, no matter who the person is. So can you shed more light on this?
Yeah, it's very simple. When a man is ready to work, his action speaks louder than the voice. When public properties are being destroyed because your interest is not being covered, not the interest of the people, and you are left to go with it, it's an encouragement to continue destroying government properties, then killing people, using the money that should have been used for other developmental projects to be going back and repairing what had been done and stupidly destroyed. So if the governor, like I mentioned, I was in the studio here the other day and we talked about him. It shows a man that have the mind, the heart of working for his people. So to that, I think I'm in full support. It's not witch hunting anybody from what has been written and said so far. In the first place, you that go attacking government properties, public properties to destroy them, what is your main aim? What's your interest? So I think I'm in full support of what the governor is doing. He didn't just wake up and begin to pinpoint people and say this and this. It's not suspicious. It's a committee set up. They've compiled list of properties destroyed, probably with evidence of people and whatever. And for him to say he's going to go after them no matter who they are, even if he was involved, he will go after himself. I think it's a welcome development. If all people taking care of public offices in Nigeria begin to behave in this manner, I think it will be better for the growth of the nation.
Thank you very much, Honorable. Kingsley. Honorable Ally mentioned something. He said he's not witch hunting. Do you share the same sentiment?
Madam Host, if you find a winch while you are witch hunting, is there anything wrong with it?
No.
You see, if at the slightest of any grievance, you would be quoted to have sent your boys to destroy government properties, you are a fool. Politics is democracy. Things don't have to go your way, whether rightly voted or rigged. When there is rigging, it doesn't have to go your way all the time. Then when it's a free and fair election, it also doesn't have to go your way all the time. Now, even when you think it was rigged or the processes leading to the elections were not properly followed, you don't resort to self-help. You don't take laws into your hands. So there were too many allegations as to who sent them or who didn't send them. I do not categorically have any direct link that it was the former Governor Wike. But there were a lot of allegations that it was Wike boys. Yes. The governor did the right thing by setting up the panel of inquiry, gave everybody opportunity to come and defend yourself. And when some people refused to come, the people in charge of the panel reached their conclusion by making visits to all the areas that they were destruction and gathering their all evidences before them in reaching the decision and writing their report. And the governor has said he will implement the report to the last word. I find no fault in that at this stage.
Yes, he said something, he mentioned something. I'm trying to look for the particular word, but let me just rephrase. He said, how can you build something
and destroy it
and then go and destroy it by your own self? Something you built. So is it indirectly telling us who did it?
I am not the governor, neither his spokesperson. But the truth is this. Before him, there were jobs done by previous administrations.
That's true.
Not Wike alone. He was not the first governor of the state. But the truth about it is this. We know the person that had risen up to fight him because he didn't want him in that office again. And even if I did not send my children to go to my neighbor's garden to destroy it, if my children understand that my body language is to destroy my neighbor's garden, and they have the opportunity to go into that garden as children, they won't protect anything. They want to do what they think their father wants. I'm not calling anybody's name here. So if the governor said so, then so it is. And the question here is this. I'm in the studio now. If I finish my program here and I leave, and I'm being called upon that something happened here, something is missing here, and if my hands are clear, I don't need to be told to come back. I will turn from wherever I am at that time and come back to the studio. Why will I be called in my own state that there's an implication or there's an accusation that I am involved in the destruction of my state property, and I will still sit down and refuse to attend to the panel to clear my name? It means I am interested in that, I have no respect for the authority of the day. And remember, power is not permanent.
Yes, that's true.
IBB was in power. When he left, late Yaradua called him, they are all together. Said, talk to your boy. He was referring to late General Sani Abacha. IBB corrected him, said, Abacha was my boy. Today, he's the boss.
Yes.
Commander-in-chief, number one. IBB respected himself. He never made noise. So you see, if you were a former governor or a kingmaker, if you make a child of 12 years king, you didn't make him king. You don't make kings from every family. There are people who can only be king. And a kingmaker in my place cannot be king, but they are the ones that have the right to enthrone a king. So if you brought a 12-year-old child to be made a king from a family that is large, it means it is him that is most qualified at that time. Once you make him a king, give him the respect of a king, not by his age again.
Yes.
All right. So I think the problem of River, I think the governor not to move from where we've just asked. Yes, if the governor, if the people that it is the Rivers people that were picked, all right, as members of this panel to look into the people that destroy government property for whatever reason. And they did not just draw conclusion, they didn't just draw judgment on them. They were invited, given opportunity to come defend themselves. And
Yes.
if they refuse to go, I think it's a sign that they have no respect for the government of the day. And it means it's a sign that, yes, they are afraid, because I think invariably it means they are part of what
has
they've been
happened.
accused of.
Thank you very
so
much.
if the government decides to go after them, I will
He's
expect
right.
the executive to even encourage that, so that other states will learn.
That's true. Engineer Kingsley, while Honorable Ella was talking, you were nodding your head, so it looked like there was an idea that was passing through.
Yes, there's a particular line he hit that is of particular interest to me. Maybe personal philosophy. Apart from Africans, and naturally, we believe that our children should do better than us. We should understand that when you help someone, you vote for somebody, campaign for somebody, donate to somebody's cause to occupy a certain position, you should accept that person for that position.
That's true.
Today, the governor of Rivers State is Fubara, not any other person. He's the number one citizen of Rivers State. Wike is not number one today. He was number one. People have been number one before Wike. And after Fubara, other people will be number one. We should understand that. Understanding that helps us. So it means that before you support person, it behoves on you to be sure that somebody you are supporting will have the interest of all the people at heart. If it is you supported the person for your own interest, and the person end up putting the people's interest first, whether by politics or by reason, the people have won. They still won. Do you understand? So, and I want us to know that inciting violence, you need not be physically there.
Yeah.
Justice Minakiri did a very good work in their report. You understand? They did a detailed job. To incite a violence, you can be here and incite a violence at a remote location. Do you understand? Let's just digress a little bit. The violence that were committed in 911 at 911. What is his name? Osama bin Laden was not in America.
He wasn't there.
He was not in America.
The Boko Haram were suffering today. Yeah? The accused founder had been eliminated.
Do you understand? Because
all right, but he has sold this idea.
Inciting people hits at ideological point in human heart. It's like religious issue. It's like love issues. You don't incite people. You don't create a permanent enemy against the state, against your own state for whatever reason. And let me tell you, at the level of Wike, who has so been privileged, how old is he? I mean, Deji was challenging him the other day. You are not too older than me. He was a local government chairman. He was a minister before. He was governor. He was chief of staff to Amechi. Government.
And when he became governor, Amechi never disturbed him for one day. And when he felt Amechi would disturb his office, he gave him the sign, and Amechi stay away. Why would he stay away from Rivers?
Now, for somebody like that who has benefited all this, let me assume he wasn't the one that sent them. You heard that people think or people are reporting that your boys are damaged. You come to television and say, oh, I didn't send you people. Desist from that thing. So, people are saying I'm the one that sent you, but I'm not the one. Don't destroy our property. Stay away from that. If you destroy our property, you'll be arrested and you'll be tried. I expected that from Wike. I'm not saying he should do what I said. If I am him, having benefited even 10% of what he has benefited from Rivers people, I will do that. You know, some other times you have to take the bigger picture to be seen as big.
That's true.
And I don't think he's towing that, but I hope he changes direction.
Governor Fubara, he spoke on something. He said, why would anyone oppose a commission dedicated to uncovering the truth? So does this mean that there were people that were pushing against him, trying to...
Refusing to even appear before the commission, before the panel, is an opposition already.
Okay.
Because they have time frame, resources was, being allocated for this purpose, and then refusing to appear is one. And then secondly, I'm not in position to know but if there are no people, he wouldn't have made that comment.
Yes,
of course, that's truth.
I agree that everybody remains innocent
until proven
and appearing before a panel is a choice, no doubt. Okay, it's a choice, no doubt. Somebody like Nyesom Wike is a minister of FCT. His tables are filled up. Okay, granting him that grace. That is why the action I expected of him was even before the panel. By being at the back of a microphone, he has it available. If Nyesom Wike say he wants press conference by midnight, all the media houses in Nigeria were there. He could have just calmed down the nerves, okay? But appearing before the panel is his choice. If he thinks, oh, nothing concerns me, I didn't do anything, he decides not to appear, fine. But the good thing is that Justice Minakiri believed they got all the evidence required to reach their conclusion. Okay, so appearing or not appearing, it's anybody's choice. I don't even know whether Wike was personally invited.
That's another thing.
I'm not even aware of that.
We are not aware if he was accused.
Whether he was accused or not. So whoever that was invited or not could choose to go or not to go, except there is a warrant or what is it they call subpoena or whatever you get from the court requiring you to appear. That is a different case, and such hardly happens in a panel of inquiry. Still a panel of inquiry. It's not whatever they come will be a recommendation. You understand?
Thank you so much, Engineer Kingsley. Thank you so much, Honorable Eli. It's always an insightful session. I hope to see you next time. Please comment, view, and subscribe to our channels. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.